Finally here, the official last day of the first month of the year. We made it, people. We are here.
You made it to the final day. It's obviously Friday, so that's good. That's also good. So more than one reason to smile, several reasons to be happy this Friday. The final work week and the final day in the month of January. And welcome to this very special edition of Wake Up Nigeria.
Now, this is the best thing happening on television right now, so don't worry about it. Take our advice. Stay right there with us. We have a lineup of great content for you. You can't afford to miss a single moment. My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
And mine is Yomi Ope. Now, of course, you can stream with us live. Now, you know that already. The website is tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook. And you can also stream with us on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Of course, those comments, we love them. We appreciate them. Buzz us up. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Now, of course, the app is also available for download. Now, just go to your app store, whether it's an Apple phone or a Google phone, and search TVC Connect. You'll find it, download, and you can watch us anywhere you are. Just click, and it's live.
Every Friday is always special, but we're going to be starting the show with a musical performance, of course, from Afrobeat artist Wiz Tom.
Oh, yeah. Bounce on it. The way you move your body, you make my crest bounce.
And for our next musical performance, we have dogged rap and hip-hop artist Young Zeal. Passionate about fashion, styling, and women? You need to join us as Kayland Wears will show us the latest women's ready-to-wear pieces.
We also have the Royal Ultimate Dancers joining us for an energetic dance performance today. It's going to be spectacular.
And then later on the show, we'll have an independent filmmaker who dumped medicine for his passion. Daliop Nuhu Chuang is going to be here.
Yes. So why don't you tell me how much you need and leave this place?
I wish I had another choice.
I wonder how you guys feel about this dumped medicine for, or dumped law. I know it's prevalent these days.
Yeah, I mean, but I've also noticed that it happens all over the world. There are many people who, maybe they were pilots before, but now are actors or musicians and things like that. Sometimes your passion just follows you around, and if it's really, really heavy on you, you just have to do it. I
actually think it's more rare for people to follow their dream from start to finish than actually for people to hop, skip, and jump into something else.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, my husband studied chemical engineering. And for those that know, he's in the media. You know, that's like miles apart.
Yeah.
Chemical engineering. So I used to think about it. And then a lot of people end up falling into courses that they just want to just get it done, just have a certificate.
Yeah. And you know, this brings to mind something that occurred on the social media yesterday when people were talking about people. A guy shared a thread of a guy who makes about at least 3,000 a day selling bottled water. And someone was like, after getting a degree, you now go to sell bottled water. But I was trying to look at the other side of it, the fact that at the end of the month, the guy, if he at least on average 3,000, right? There'll be days he'll probably sell more. He's probably making like 78,000. Now he spends 1,000 naira on feeding every day because I'm putting that 78,000 based on the fact that he probably doesn't work on Sundays. So he works say 26 days a month. He saves 1,000. He spends 1,000 naira every day. Still gets 52,000. Now people are like, what makes you think you'll keep the money? And I'm like, do you know these guys do a job? Like by the time you are trying to sort out buying a car, an average market woman has started foundation on her house because all she's thinking of is how to build a room and a parlor. She's not thinking of building a mansion. And so when we talk about standards sometimes, I wonder, our young folks, are we being realistic?
And that 78 you mentioned is not up to the salary of a lot of the workers that are doing the so-called white-collar jobs.
Babe, an average person, if you're starting a new job, earns about 20,000 these days. Some people are lucky to earn
20
40,
is a little
some 60.
lower than I would have thought.
But minimum
on
wage,
an
many
average,
people earn less than minimum wage.
Are you talking about graduates?
Graduates. I've seen
Earning
job
less than-
offers And they will tell you that, listen, we are just startups. So as a graduate trainee, we're going to pay you 20,000 or 40,000.
Yeah.
It's common.
Receptionists,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
they
you
get quite-
earning
quite a
40 or
tight-
50,000, you are criticizing someone who earns enough to feed himself and still pay his bills.
But why would they criticize anyone who's doing honest, legitimate,
Social media.
honest, legitimate work? You know, because
I say there's so many unpragmatic people there.
Yeah, I
That-
mean, I've been in 1 or 2 taxi cabs, this recent ride-hailing services that are just average individuals, graduates, business owners. In fact, I met a guy who has several businesses. So he does real estate, drives an Uber, and then does a third thing. And
Imagine.
it looks like he's doing okay.
And
like,
you think because he's your cab driver, you can talk to him anyhow. I tell people something. I said, the real money, there's a Yoruba saying, inu idoti, lowo wa. It is in dirt you find the real cash. Go and ask this Gaddafi man that was doing this poop service one time.
DMT. I know.
DMT. You talk about different such things. Even the taxi cabs we're talking about now, the Hale cab. Back then, people looked down on taxi drivers.
Yeah.
And they were feeding their families. They were having children. They were raising them. We look down on people too much.
There's still a little
Really?
bit of a stigma about, the taxi riders. It's a very honest living, and they can earn as much as 100,000 naira in a
Even
month.
more.
And that's the misconception. Because someone is just driving you around
Right.
doesn't mean that they are less, capable of doing other things. I know of a photographer who takes photography. He does photography for weddings every weekend. From Friday, Saturday, Sunday, he's at events. But from Monday to Friday, he's not really doing much else. So he decided to drive. And that's what he's using to fund his passion for photography.
Titi,
Yeah.
you are familiar with what happens in the UK. In some cases, the so-called handymen earn even more, as in way more than nurses and doctors that we think earn a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when a handyman comes to fix things in your house and he sends you a bill of $500, especially in the US, or sends you a bill of £200, you know what you're paying for?
So I think at the end of the day, people just need to define the kind of work that they can do.
Yeah.
And there are some others, of course, without prejudice, say, no, I can't do this,
I can't do this, yeah.
particular
That's fine. It's
job.
your
I can't be
choice.
a cleaner, I can't be whatever it is. But, that's fine. But, of course, don't look down on others
Exactly.
who are then
That's the point.
capable or willing to do that work. Sometimes some people are just doing that job to survive.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
when
As
you
long
think
as it's
about
clean,
it,
honest work,
Yeah.
go ahead and get it done. It's about time for us to take the news update. Yummy, it's all yours.
All right, now we're starting with the new coronavirus outbreak, which started in China and has been declared a global public health emergency. Decision by the World Health Organization comes as a result of what is happening in other countries, and the number of people who have died from the virus has reached 213. The international organization says efforts must be made to stop the spread of the virus, which originated in an illegal wildlife market in the city of Wuhan. Chinese health authorities also said there were 9,800 confirmed cases in the country. Since 2009, there have been 5 global health emergencies: the 2009 swine flu pandemic, the 2014 polio declaration, the 2014 outbreak of Ebola in Western Africa, the 2015 to 2016 Zika virus epidemic, and the Kivu Ebola epidemic of July 2019. And Director General of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, has confirmed that no Nigerian in China has been infected with the coronavirus. She says while they are concerned about the spread of the virus, the Nigerian embassy has promised to ensure their safety. Moyo Thomas has details.
Ties between Nigeria and China, especially in the areas of business and education exchange, is now a source of worry to Nigerians. Their concern stems from the likelihood of a spread of the virus to Nigeria due to the volume of travel between the two countries.
Roughly between 50 to 70.
The Director General of the Nigerian in Diaspora Commission has cautioned Nigerians in China to be very careful and to faithfully observe personal hygiene in order to avoid infection.
We have to ensure that our entry points are properly screened, and I believe the Minister of Health is doing that. But for Nigerians in that place where the coronavirus originated from, they are okay, nobody has been affected, and the embassy is in touch with them.
The very fatal virus has now spread to over 18 countries in the world, killing people in China, where it started from, and ravaging other countries where the virus has reached. At the moment, there is no report that any Nigerian, especially those residents in China, has been infected by the virus. Government is also evaluating the risk of evacuating Nigerians in countries affected by the virus if the need arises.
But as I speak to you now, no Nigerian in Wuhan where this took place, has been affected. All Nigerians there are doing okay, but they're anxious and they are saying that, well, maybe they should also be evacuated. But the ambassador is in touch with them, and in the next couple of days, if they have to be, that decision will be taken between the embassy and the Nigerians there. But there's communication with them.
Part of what is causing anxiety is that many Chinese citizens traveled to their home country for the lunar holidays, and many Nigerian entrepreneurs also traveled to China during this period for product sourcing. Anyone among these two categories of people could be exposed to the virus. A lot of the Chinese that travel to their home country for the holidays has prompted the Chinese government to extend the break in order to contain the virus. Moya Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.
Twin suicide bombers have attacked Muna Lawanti area close to Muna Garage in Borno State. The effect of the devastation is yet to be ascertained, but the area where the attack occurred has been free of suicide bombings for the past 1 year. Our correspondent there is gathering details on the attack, and we'll give you updates as soon as we have them. Over in Abuja, President Muhammadu Buhari met with service chiefs and heads of other security agencies on Thursday to find a solution to the persistent security problems in the country. TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akonde reports on the outcome.
The quarterly Security Council meeting that appraises the clear and present dangers to national security. This one comes at a time when the spotlight is on the failure of security agencies to secure lives and property across the country. But the highly anticipated outcome of the meeting is the need for stronger collaboration among security agencies in desperate times like these.
Look at the possibilities, the opportunities available to government in addressing most of the recent challenges. There were discussions, and at the end of the day, the most important thing that we came up with was the need for collaboration both between governmental agencies and the larger Nigerian society.
The outburst on both floors of the National Assembly calling on the heads of security to resign clearly did not resonate at the Security Council meeting.
The issue of the National Assembly resolution did not come up during our meetings.
For them, the challenges facing the country are multidimensional, and the resignation of service chiefs is certainly not the solution, at least for now. Security is clearly a tough job. Perhaps this new resolution for a greater collaboration among security agencies will boost the confidence of the citizenry in the capacity of relevant agencies to secure the country. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
Well, that's it on the news update for this hour. Let's see what the weather will be like today and take a short break after that. Thanks, Mary. Today is Friday, January 31st, and we're starting with The Punch this morning. Big security stories all around.
Yes, there are. Buhari Security Council shun calls to fire service chiefs. We didn't discuss National Assembly's demand to sack generals, others. I'm worried, says Jonathan. Senate leadership to meet president. 20 Plateau herdmen's victims get mass burial. Page 19 has more on that. 3 sentenced to death for Osun bank robbery. PDP looks into Umahi Danjuma's endorsement of Obaseki. On coronavirus, Lagos to quarantine Chinese returnees. WHO declares emergency. On sexual harassment, OAU panel recommends lecturer's dismissal. Amotekun is shaping up well, says Makinde. Moving to the top of the page there, banking hall queues return over ATM withdrawal limits. And I'll wrap it with this one. Cannes 3-day prayer for Nigeria begins today. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch.
Up next, we've got the Vanguard here, also on insecurity. Regional groups back call for sack of service chiefs. National Security Council keeps mum on call to sack service chiefs. And they're long overdue for sack, Afeni says, and a bunch of other riders there. You can read all that when you pick up a copy of this paper. Next level agenda will focus on healthcare, Buhari says, and give legal backing to Amotekun, Oni, Are Adams, Agbekoya, task Southwest lawmakers. Malabu, court orders arrest of ex-petroleum minister Etete, 2 others. IGR, 36 states, federal capital territory, record 986.2 billion naira in 9 months. And a few other stories at the bottom here. Shippers Council wants insurance firms to key into 80 million ton uninsured cargo. And finally, WHO declares coronavirus outbreak global health emergency. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard.
I have the Nation newspaper here as well. Presidency, PDP clash over rising insecurity governance. Buhari meets service chiefs after lawmakers protest. We also have here, just under the masthead, Lagos markets to be shut as fire enters day 2. Meanwhile, NCC slams 2.9 billion naira fine on telcos. Senate probes $396 million refineries maintenance expenditure. Malabu, court orders Dan Etite's arrest. Adoke, others get bail. And on payroll, government stops adamant ASU members' salaries. Wrapping with this one, it says, Amotekun has come to stay, says Makinde. Oni Adams call for law. That's what we have on the cover of the Nation.
Well, the Guardian is next. No talk of security chief's tenure at meeting with Buhari. And don't betray Nigerians on insecurity, PDP tells National Assembly. A former Senate President Ebute tasks Lawan on insurgency. And some other stories here. Senate tasks Aviation Ministry on surveillance over coronavirus outbreak. National Assembly to probe poor performing refineries. And court summons Emefiele over unpaid $53 million garnishee. And there's a special report here on how Britain's exit from the EU will benefit Nigeria. What government should do now, by Oyebode. And yeah, I think that's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
And that's all we can take when it comes to the headlines and the dailies for this hour. We're going to be taking a quick break, and when we get back, we'll have the traffic updates just for you.
Thank you for staying tuned. It is time for Lagos traffic updates on Wake Up Nigeria. As usual, we're about to give tips on the best routes for you this morning to get to your destination faster. Now, as always, we encourage that you help other road users by dropping relevant traffic situation reports on all our social media pages using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Now, let's get started. Without much ado, we'll take it from Abule Egba bus stop to Mushin bus stop this morning, tell you what the traffic situation is in that axis. As it is, it's mostly free-flowing from Abule Egba this morning, which is amazing considering the fact that it's a Friday morning. As it is, you will not encounter traffic from Abule Egba until you are approaching Ile-Epo bus stop. That's where there's a bit of a gridlock. The gridlock will cost you about 5 minutes of your time. But as soon as you're past Ile-Epo bus stop, the bridge that is, as soon as you're under the bridge, it's free-flowing, okay? Nothing to worry about. And believe it or not, that free-flowing traffic continues until you're past Yanokpaja, after which you would experience pockets of light traffic through Dokpemu. Yes, believe it or not, Dokpemu on that bridge is just light traffic this morning. However, let's not get too excited, because as soon as we are past, past Dokpemu, that's where the traffic situation starts. As you're approaching the Culinary filling station there, light traffic begins, and as soon as you get to Cement bus stop, that is gridlock assured at the moment. It's just for a few minutes though, free-flowing until you get to just past Idimangoro. As you're approaching Punch Estate, there's light traffic, but it's not for long. It's free-flowing again until you get to Ilezig, the usual culprit, after which it's gridlock, and that gridlock will take you till you get to the bridge. Now, apart from that, the only area to look out for is Oshodi again, okay? So it's free-flowing from Ikeja until you're approaching Oshodi. The arena access is where there's light traffic. As usual, the gridlock under the bridge, and then pockets of traffic until you get to Mushin bus stop. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have updates for me. Let me hear it.
Yomi has been
doing a
search,
doing a search here just to find out. Typically, we try to find out areas where there's like a blockade. Now, on the traffic butter, traffic is light. I like that. This is the first time, like on Twitter, when somebody's not complaining. It says traffic is light on the Lagos-Ibadan Express Road today. MFM to Magboro, Punch to Arepo, Ewawa, and along the Long Bridge is free this Friday morning. And this was 7 minutes ago, so it's nice. You're coming into Lagos, very nice, those of you who live in that area. Opik, Kara, Berger is moving as well. Otedola, Secretariat, motorways inwards Lagos is free from traffic this morning, all around 7 minutes ago. So about 6:30, 6:28.
Yeah.
So that area is nice and smooth. So hopefully it should continue over the next hour or so as people try to get to work or to school and the rest of it.
Well, today's last Friday now, so we should expect some things.
What?
Right?
Some things.
Yeah, some programs or something. Last Friday.
Probably so.
Last
probably,
Friday,
probably
something should
later
be
on.
happening.
Yeah, later on in the evening.
Something
there might
doesn't
be a bit
happen.
of traffic.
Is it Friday? Because I know some maybe night
Well,
vigils.
there was a lot of traffic yesterday for some reason, all through the expressway, all the way through to Ogba, Alausa, all those areas. For some reason, around 6, 7 p.m. It was really, really tense in that area. And for some reason, on Thursdays, it does get a little more stressful.
Okay, let's move on with what the traffic situation is. I'm definitely going to come back to you guys so you give me more updates on that. We'll take it up from motorways, okay? That's tollgate access for those heading towards Obalende. As earlier stated, it's pretty smooth this morning. Coming from tollgate access, just pockets of light traffic here and there. You would only experience your first gridlock at Ogudu. Yes, at the Ogudu access is where you experience your first gridlock, but it's very, 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 very little. Nothing to worry about. And then it goes on pockets of light traffic here and there until you get on the Third Mainland Bridge. Now, when you get on the Third Mainland Bridge, it's free-flowing, deceptively so, because, goodness gracious, as soon as you're past Unilag, the gridlock literally hits you in the face. It starts off as light traffic, and you're thinking, oh, it's been free-flowing, it's going to be free. It's not. The gridlock will take you until you are just about to get off the bridge. That's how low it is. There will be light traffic just as you're getting off, but then it's mostly free-flowing traffic, and then just as soon as you're off the bridge, the traffic starts again. Light traffic, gridlock, light traffic, gridlock. And that's how it's going to continue until you get to Obalende under bridge this morning. All right, that's it for traffic updates. Right now, I'll join the guys in the kitchen. I'm sure we have one or two things to talk about.
Yeah.
Don't you just hate it when those
That's my Mary.
adverts pop up when you're trying to Google something? Don't you hate, doesn't that just drive you crazy? Like you're searching for something very important, like maybe Ebola or something, and then you just have an advert with someone smiling and happy. Speaking of...
So we were talking about a few things that are trending, and first is NYSC,
NYSC.
which is very nice. So my NYSC allowance was, let's see, 7,500 naira.
I bet you as at then it was worth more than the 33,000 now.
Wow.
It's worth more than the 33,000 now. I dare tell you. But it's good that, you know,
at least they're pushing towards minimum wage. And
minimum wage and all that.
Yeah.
Well, it was worth more then. But kudos, everybody is on people. I want to serve again. I want to serve again because 33,000.
But 33,000 though. Like I can remember when my brother was serving, it was about 19,000.
Yeah.
And you know, we were still trying. Everybody was trying to, you know, come together and support him. He was in Port Harcourt to serve, and it was just like the money wasn't even enough for transport to and fro. You know, well, to a certain standard.
I don't know how much the transport allowance is now, but I remember finding it laughable back in 2010 when I was giving transport allowance to get to Sokoto, and it did not cover my fare from my house to the park.
Who gave you that transport allowance?
Yes, now you get transport allowance.
Okay, I thought you said maybe
NYSC transport allowance.
What is the NYSC transport allowance? You were hoping on.
No, you were told, oh, you get transport allowance, you get this. When you hear the allowance, you're feeling good with yourself, thinking it's the same allowance your parents give you.
Yeah.
The rude shock.
Oh, goodness me. But what are people saying though?
I mean, people like the idea. A lot of people are saying, those who, of course, took less than that 33,000. I hope are wishing that this was the year that they are in service.
Increased all of that.
So,
you know where the big problem is? For those who probably just ended their NYSC, that thing can be painful.
So
you know how you suffer through the 19,000, then the month they decide to start paying is the month your NYSC ended. You start thinking of all
I know that, like you said, deliberation has been on for almost a year or two now. So it's been, would they do it now, would they do it now? At one point, there was a rumor of 49,000.
Yes, there was that rumor.
There was a 49, 50,000, 49,000 something rumor, and people were prepared.
I think it's I mean, having an NYSC program like this, even though I personally feel that it should be voluntary, but having a program like this is also very, very good in that it serves as a bridge for those who have just graduated, waiting to get a job or whatever it is, and at least you have somewhere that you have a primary assignment where you can engage.
So I want to play the devil's advocate. There are some companies that pay NYSC, you know, corpers 20,000 naira per month. And the excuse used to be, oh, we're even paying you more than the federal government. So I'm just wondering, does it mean that those companies are going to up it to say 35 or 40,000 so they can pay more than the government?
Yes, now.
It's likely going to happen.
At least try to, you know,
match what the government is.
They'll tell you the economy does not permit. Collect from federal government, come and take our pittance.
You know.
Well, I actually think it's a good thing that they're putting these young people into consideration, because some of these young people have ended up going to do things out of the box to make money along the journey, instead of focusing on their jobs. Being able to put their best foot forward, they're always trying to find some other way. I remember one particular corper that was, you know, selling dried fish in the company I used to work, and you know, she'd be like, oh, she'll sell dried fish, she'll sell, you know, biscuits, she'll sell all sorts of things just to make change for her to eat lunch, you know. And I used to find it really, really alarming that, okay, yeah, you're here working in another state, you don't have family, you don't have friends, nothing. You're basically a foreigner, and you know, you have to find other means to make money.
This thing you said, Titi, there's a tweet I saw yesterday on social media where a company CEO was talking about his member of staff seeing him after work hours, as in after 5 p.m.
Yeah.
She saw him walking and she quickly hid the things she was selling. Apparently, she was selling stuff for Valentine.
Oh, okay.
And then he comes on Twitter to say, there is absolutely no reason for you not to sell what you want to sell after working hours, and that he plans to buy from her.
Wow.
And there were a lot of, this is fantastic. See, it doesn't matter if you're a copper. It doesn't matter what you are. The most important thing is to try to make ends meet.
Yeah.
I had a long argument with some people on Twitter yesterday, folks, about the water thing I mentioned earlier. There is no such thing as honest labor.
But how do you manage to argue? So there are times I actually want to
I
argue.
understand.
How do you manage to argue on Twitter?
Frustrating.
It's very.
I tell
So
you.
so I'd rather tell them, say let's.
At some point, you just let go.
like
Oh no, there are certain
Focus
people.
on one or two people at the same
No.
time.
No,
You just let go.
so I'm thinking of, you know, you want to say some things, and you know when discussion comes in, like it's hard. That's just what I'm saying. If you have that skill,
Yeah.
and you know how to
Telling you, over
go
a
back
year,
and forth on
I do-
Twitter.
all I did
No,
on
but,
Twitter was observe. I won't make
There are
any
certain
it's
people
nothing.
there are certain people who you just
Cause,
don't engage on Twitter because they're ready for you. Like this is
I'm
what they
telling
do
you.
every single day. So if you then run into such a person, every few minutes they're gonna answer you.
Yeah.
So it's better to just
The most ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I will make a point like this. Someone will antagonize. Then when somebody else goes, they go, and yes, okay, we see this point, but what?
I'm telling you, it's
And
hard.
the fact that you have to type it is also
One issue that really got that made me I was just tired was this recent issue we're talking about, the Adeboye issue, you know. So people brought up a different, and so one person picks one word as an angle.
Yeah.
Another person picks one word as another angle. So the angles are so much, I'm like, okay, no problem, just let it pass. it's so, like the angles, somebody just pick one word, like, if it's your husband, what will you do? If it's your wife, if it's your father's brother's uncle, sister, child that did that thing, what will the sister's auntie do? Why are you taking it as?
Oh my God!
it's January 31st. Don't get into any unnecessary argument.
Finally! January has ended.
Day 93.
This January. Well,
It has been a very long month, but we have a very short break. We will be back after this.
That's right. Well, we have Chef Shebi Otimo in the studio with us this morning. Good morning. Yes, welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. This morning promises to be exciting. Yes. It's a meal many people are aware of, but this is the Shebi Otimo style. Okay, so let's talk about it. What are we having for breakfast?
Yamarita.
Yamarita. Yeah, you know that song now. By Joel. Okay. So
Yamarita.
let's talk about the ingredients. What
Yes.
are we making use of?
Yam. The egg. Fish. Our salt to taste. Our flour and our sauce with our oil.
And then, of course, all the spices and the
yes,
onions as well.
Exactly.
I do not see seasoning cube here, and I know this is a local dish.
It is. But what I'm known for, my brand is known for, is natural food.
Natural food.
No MSG, and it will
Is
be
there Iru
wholesome.
inside here? Locust beans?
No, there is not. But there's fish, there's crayfish.
Inside here already?
Yes.
Now, wow, you always come prepared. Okay, so what's the first thing we're doing? I see you're cutting up the yams.
Yes, you are cutting up to cook it.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So the yams have to be cut this way.
You can cut it anyhow, but I choose to do it this way because I'm going to spice it up with the egg. So to make it more attractive and more interesting to eat, that's why I'm doing this way.
Now, for many people, you know, you go to the restaurant and all of a sudden you start seeing Yamarita in your local
It's
restaurant.
mostly
But it's
eaten
not
by
new. Yes.
By the Northerners.
By the Northerners. It's actually a popular dish there. We'll talk more about this in the second hour of the show when we come back to the kitchen. Right now, however, we have to end the first hour on the show. See you in the next hour. Stay with us.
Well, if you need a boost to get out of bed this morning, this is the show that you should be watching. Specially designated to help you start your day from Monday to Friday.
Yes, good morning, everyone. It's still your #1 breakfast show with the best of television entertainment.
Yeah, well, now we love sharing our mornings with you every single day. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the second hour of the show. My name is Yomi Wobe.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. You need to stream with us. We're streaming live at tvcentertainment.tv. That's our website. And of course on Facebook Live at TVC Connect.
Now, you can send in your comments across our social media platforms with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Now, remember also that we're giving out some tickets.
Movie tickets.
I'm trying to see whether people have already sent in answers.
We'll be checking that
As many
out
as
soon.
4 tickets, and one person can win it all, so yeah.
Yeah. Now we have an app available for you to download if you would like to win even more opportunities to win great stuff on the show. You need to stay with us. Once you have the app, just go to Android or iOS store. Have that app on your mobile devices so you can watch us and win anything from anywhere in the world.
Yeah, now back in the kitchen with us this morning is Chef Shibotimo with Mary, and already cooking up something that looks pretty special there.
You know, it does look like Chef Shebi Otimo wants to feed the whole of Nigeria today. I'm not understanding. And she's not through with cutting the yams, though. You won't believe it. Hey, this one is more than Yamarita.
You know, you're my people. I should serve you like a king.
Okay, Chef Shebi Otimo in the studio, in the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. It's gonna be bomb.
The Friday thing.
Yes, sir. Okay, Titi.
Yeah.
I love that. Friday scenes.
Speaking of Friday things, hey, you know I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Wow.
It's game day.
But before that,
I've been reserving it for second hour.
Before that, what's a Friday without good music? Now, we have a female rapper and hip hop artist, Young Zill, joining us this morning. Now, if you're passionate about fashion and styling, join Kaylan Wears for the latest women's ready-to-wear pieces.
And today, we also have the Royal Ultimate Dancers. Now, they are going to be doing an interesting showcase for us. Stick around for that.
And later on the show, we have independent filmmaker who dumped medicine for his passion, which is acting. Daliop Nuhu Chuang will be joining us on the show shortly.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Some people are ready for fun today. I see you guys all dressed up. Mike, show us the logo now. Show us the logo.
Which logo?
Again.
The TVC logo, really? Did you just cover
Everybody
it
in
up?
TVC has that shirt.
I actually wanted to wear mine today.
I was
funny
surprised
enough.
you did not.
I
Because I
almost
know you
did.
would wear it.
I almost did. But you know, I didn't think I wanted that picture, you know, like for this morning because of the game we have later on today.
Well, true. Okay.
Yeah, just because of the game. Don't worry, just because of the game. But I wanted
sure,
to.
go ahead.
You want to tell us what's happening today?
Yeah, I wanted to relate it to something happening today. Okay. It's ironic that today is the last day of the month, and it's also the last Friday, and of course we always have the last Friday parties at TVC. Yeah. Ironically, or would I say interestingly, today is fun at work day.
Fun at work day.
Imagine that. Like today
So
is
that's good.
actually fun at work day.
So what can we do to make work fun?
So
We're
first,
already
we're
having
going to
a
have the
party
ladies
later.
take their wigs off
Really?
so that we can do the fun
Seriously?
at work thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this a challenge, Jim?
How does okay? I wanted to.
What? Is this a
How
challenge?
does what?
No, is it if it's a challenge, you have to put money down.
What's there? What are you doing as if
one
as if taking your wig off?
I'll remove it.
You know the problem with taking it off, wearing it back. We will need help.
As if,
And I can just imagine our stylist giving
Freaking
us
out.
this look.
Like iron
Yeah.
us. Who sent you work? But Yomi, put money down, no problem. I'll remove it.
I just paid salaries
You guys said this morning.
on Monday, so
So you're keeping count.
January is finally over. Finally over 31st, and the month of law.
oh, around the corner, yeah.
Finally enter.
All of you, I'm just telling you now. Hope you are your lover's lover.
Wow. Really?
As we're going to the month, I know we have superb stuff for this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is the time for new relationships, the time for breakups.
Wow. Okay.
Just imagine that.
I have a story, but there's no time.
We'll talk about it later. Yomi has the news.
Yeah. Now, the new coronavirus outbreak, which started in China, has been declared a global public health emergency. The decision by the World Health Organization comes as a result of what is happening in other countries and the number of people who have died from the virus reaching 213. The international organization says efforts must be made to stop the spread of the virus, which originated in an illegal wildlife market in the city of Wuhan. The Chinese health authorities also said there were 9,800 confirmed cases in the country. Since 2009, there have been 5 global health emergencies: the 2009 swine flu pandemic, the 2014 polio declaration, the 2014 outbreak of Ebola in Western Africa, and the 2015 to 2016 Zika virus epidemic and the Kivu Ebola epidemic as of July 2019. And Director General of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, has confirmed that no Nigerian in China has been infected with the coronavirus. She says while they are concerned about the spread of the virus, the Nigerian embassy has promised to ensure their safety. Moya Thomas has details.
The close ties between Nigeria and China, especially in the areas of business and education exchange, is now a source of worry to Nigerians. Their concern stems from the likelihood of a spread of the virus to Nigeria due to the volume of travel between the two countries.
Roughly between 50 to 70.
The Director General of the Nigerian in Diaspora Commission has cautioned Nigerians in China to be very careful and to faithfully observe personal hygiene in order to avoid infection.
We have to ensure that our entry points are properly screened, and I believe the Minister of Health is doing that. But for Nigerians in that place where the coronavirus originated from, they are okay, nobody has been affected, and the embassy is in touch with them.
The very fatal virus has now spread to over 18 countries in the world, killing people in China, where it started from, and ravaging other countries where the virus has reached. At the moment, there is no report that any Nigerian, especially those residents in China, has been infected by the virus. Government is also evaluating the risk of evacuating Nigerians in countries affected by the virus if the need arises.
But as I speak to you now, no Nigerian in Wuhan where this took place, has been affected. All Nigerians there are doing okay, but they're anxious and they are saying that, well, maybe they should also be evacuated. But the ambassador is in touch with them, and in the next couple of days, if they have to be, that decision will be taken between the embassy and the Nigerians there. But there's communication with them.
Part of what is causing anxiety is that many Chinese citizens traveled to their home country for the lunar holidays. And many Nigerian entrepreneurs also traveled to China during this period for product sourcing. Anyone among these two categories of people could be exposed to the virus. A lot of the Chinese that travel to their home country for the holidays has prompted the Chinese government to extend the break in order to contain the virus. Moya Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.
Well, that's it on the news updates for this hour.
My goodness, that guy, energetic body. Hey, Chef Shebio Tima in the kitchen, and she's making something really special. You see what's happening there? Is the sauce going into the hot oil. Hey, now wow. What did you say is inside this again?
Crayfish, our stock fish, our
pepper mix.
Pepper mix.
What seasoning did you put in it?
Secret of the recipe. Much. It's nothing special though. We have our cinnamon, we have our crayfish.
Mixed spices as well.
I won't tell you more. If you want to know more, just come to my DM.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you are vexed to know. Okay, so we are not going to add anything now, right? No seasoning because you're satisfied with it.
Yeah, I'm going to add something to it.
Okay.
But while it's cooking, I'll quickly remove this.
Okay.
Our yam is ready.
Okay, okay.
So we need to do this. I'm going to remove it one after the other. So to get it cool.
Okay, okay. So you have to take the yams out one by one this way.
By one.
Now, what happens if the yam is cooked too soft? It will not give the desired effect.
No, it will, but you know, when it's too...
It will break apart
to start
when you are
breaking.
frying it. Okay.
Even while picking it, start breaking off.
Now, is it possible to add flour as well? Okay, that's what we're going to add to make
We are
it
going
friable.
to.
Perfect. Perfect.
You can also use, I think you can also use potato to do this. If you don't like yam.
You can use what?
Potato.
Potato. Sweet potato especially.
Exactly.
You know, I was actually going to ask you that because many people will tell you that they're staying off yam. They don't want to have yams in their diet and all. And then, of course, there's the issue of when yam is out of season.
Yeah.
And so you have to buy yams at a very, expensive rate. So the option, of course, is potato. And we know how potato can be very tasty, naturally.
Very sweet and natural sweet.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not such a bad idea to use potatoes as well.
It's not. It's not.
Okay.
You can use it.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. All right. So this yam self is ready to eat. You can just take it and dip in the sauce and you are ready to go. No time.
Sometimes we don't want to eat yam, but you want something nice. You don't want to eat yam alone. That's why we are doing that yamarita stuff. It's nothing special. But sometimes you have to treat yourself specially.
But Chef Shebiotimo, me, I have a very serious question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I decide to make yamarita in the morning for my family. I'm rushing off to work, but I want to make yamarita. Is this the same way I'll be picking the yam one by one?
You want to cook for your family and you want to go to work. Wake up early now.
So I cannot sieve the yam. I must pick it one by one like this.
Sieving it might make it a breakup.
Now, wow.
But if you want to sieve it, let's go ahead and sieve it. But if you want to really cook, you have to make it. Cooking is passion.
It's passion.
It's not about.
Thank God we are not as many as this. This one that you are cooking like you want to make. You want to pound the yam even.
No, I'm trying to make it more sufficient for my people.
So we cannot drain that water. We have to pick it one by one.
We are going to drain it. It's like you are so much in a hurry.
I'm in a hurry. I'm from Russia.
I'm adding my sauce.
Okay, so you're adding more seasoning. What's that? This curry, this mixed spices.
Mixed spice.
Okay.
This other one is
yaji.
Yaji. And this other one is cinnamon.
Now there are two types of yaji. There's somewhere I buy it from at Agege. Now
yaji is nothing special. It's just even to the houses, they will tell you yaji is pepper.
Yes, but there are two types. There's the one like that is, I don't know, it still has all those strands of pepper. Then there's one that is red.
Yeah,
I think that one already has coloring in it.
Yaji is pepper. If you are telling Aboki that I want to buy yaji, he will just go ahead and give you
any kind of pepper.
Any kind of pepper.
No, I don't want that. It's suya pepper.
Yes,
I call yaji suya pepper.
Then you start picking your varieties after the.
Okay, you know what? We'll continue this suya pepper yaji discussion between us. We need to have a bit of dancing. We've been dancing since morning, Chef Shebiotimo, and I know for sure Titi is on standby with our very first performer for today.
Yes, I am. Omolola Elizabeth Oyesomi, popularly known as Young Zeal, is a rapper and hip-hop artist. Now, she has a very unique style, and she started making music as young as age 8. She got signed to Emmy's Court music label in 2018 and recently released a song featuring musical Taliban himself, Orisha Femi. So, is that the one you're performing this morning?
Yeah.
All right, what's the name of the track?
Money Fever Remix.
Money Fever, the remix. I'm going to let you take the floor. Young Zeal, everyone.
Welcome back, and of course it's our EPL, the big game section. Of course, we're looking at previews and reviews of games coming right up. Emmanuel is in the house with me once again. Emmanuel,
good morning,
it's always
Mike.
great to have you.
Good to be
okay,
here.
good. 19 points ahead, 70 points, 70-51. When I look at that margin, it is something else. I'm talking about Liverpool. Their outstanding game against West Ham.
Yeah,
it was played at midweek Wednesday, and of course it was a 2-0 win for them. And now everybody, 24 games, 70 points out of a possible 72. I mean, what's up with this team? What's up with this team?
And they've ended up beating every single team at the top flight.
They have.
Doing that
in the shortest time possible
in the shortest time possible. So it just tells you how brilliant this Liverpool team is. We're running out of words to describe them. We've not seen this in European football ever. It's not just something that is happening. It's never been seen before. That a team would have such dominance, at this stage of the season. It would be nice to see it go all out. And I think, there are some inspirations, there are some insinuations, rather, that even the English Premier League is loving it because it brings so much attention to the Premier League that Liverpool could go entire season with the maximum point any European team can ever boast of.
All right. Do you think that's possible? Do you think they can make it happen?
It's a possibility because with every game, the confidence of this team is growing. Even when they play terribly, on what's the main thing, I think that's interesting.
Okay, now, many people don't understand this, but we'll talk about it next week. The EPL is going on a sort of winter break, but there is really no break in football. But every team will have at least 12 to 14 days of break. But this is the last weekend before that break happens. We'll talk about that next week. But this weekend, Leicester City will be up against Chelsea. And you know that Chelsea, there are a number of teams who want to take that fourth position from Chelsea. It looks like that's the only position now. We have 3 teams who are 6 points. There's Tottenham, there's Wolves, there's Manchester United who are 6 points behind Chelsea in 4th place. At the end of, do you think Chelsea can sustain that momentum which it seems they have now and maintain that top 4 till the end of the season?
I think with Liverpool's dominance in the league, the title seems to be decided already. The interest will now come to who takes the Champions League places. And I think with what we've seen in the transfer window, it appears Chelsea, are not really having an idea of how to go about it. They couldn't get Dries Mertens. One or two other players. Chelsea still hasn't been able to fortify that squad. And that squad is still missing the presence of a leader, someone who could carry the team along.
The team forward.
Yes, the likes of Tammy Abraham have done so well, but it's overworked. You need someone to keep him on his toes. You need someone to drive the team. I think that may become Chelsea's Achilles heel later this season.
Batshuayi that person?
Batshuayi, Lampard, unfortunately, have not shown enough confidence in him.
Exactly.
He's not a bad player.
He's not.
We saw him at Valencia, did incredibly well. But, for one reason or the other, Lampard has not shown interest in him. Same for Olivier Giroud, where, it's in talks with Inter Milan. For Manchester United, I think the signing of Bruno Fernandes will be a tonic
Exactly.
for
Let's move here. Talking about transfer window. Bruno Fernandes, people are talking about this being a turn that he might even possibly revive Paul Pogba's interest in staying back in Manchester United. Do you think that's a possibility?
It's a big statement. It's a big statement for Manchester United, although this is not the first time they are splashing the cash to get a player of top priority. Many a times that hasn't worked out for them. We could remember the Alexis Sanchez drama and all that. But this time, there are optimism that middle of the park where you've got a Fred, you've got a Nemanja Matic, you've got a Paul Pogba, now bringing in a Bruno Fernandes and perhaps one or two other guys as well. You still have Juan Mata. It brings that dynamism that Manchester United have been lacking. Hopefully, before the end of the transfer window, they will get another top striker who will partner with the likes of Mason Greenwood and Martial and Rashford, who is still out injured at this point in time. So I think that will galvanize Manchester United towards the end of the season. Do not forget that they went to the Etihad at the midweek and got a result. Even though that did not see them to the League Cup final. But that's a big statement that if any team in the top 4, Chelsea, at this point in time, is not really holding their own, they will slip up.
Manchester City didn't take their chances. That match could have been maybe 4, 5, even 6-1. Is that becoming a major problem for Guardiola's side? Sterling missed clear open opportunities. What is happening with City?
I think the success of Liverpool is getting to them.
Okay.
I think the success of Liverpool, what Liverpool is doing is getting at them. They're losing their composure, they're losing their confidence. Before now, Manchester City were the biggest team in England. But right now, they have a European champion in the league, and we're even blowing everyone out of the water. Manchester City won the league back-to-back, but not in this style that, Liverpool are about to do.
All right.
It's taking some confidence away from that team as well.
Okay, so let's just watch a minute or 30 seconds. The other transfers, Christian Eriksen has finally moved to Inter Milan, and of course, Ashley Young is there. Today, the transfer window is ending. Are there any moves that you think would happen before deadline day?
Deadline days are the days where you should look forward to as a football fan or as a football analyst, whichever side you belong to, because you could just see out of the blues transfer. I mean, last year we saw Kevin Prince Boateng joining Barcelona.
But which one do you predict anyone happening?
I think we should be looking forward to seeing Chelsea signing one player. I think Chelsea will do that.
Wonderful. Okay, so let's move on straight. It wasn't a shocker, but it was the way it went about Australian Open yesterday. Roger Federer, of course, lost a chance to add to his 19 Grand Slam titles, and the main man was the culprit there. Novak Djokovic blitzed through. Federer had to take out some time for an injury and all of that. Okay, moving on from that now. Sadly, Vanessa Bryant has finally released a statement after the death of her husband. And it's quite sad. It's quite sad. How do you, of course, there's a foundation that has been set up and all of that, but how does basketball, because it's across board, this was a man that affected so many lives and all of that. How does basketball recover from this?
Well, I think we should be concerned more about how Vanessa would recover from this. Basketball would always...
Exactly.
I mean,
she released a statement.
Always,
yeah.
I mean, remain a sport everybody would follow.
Let's just take a look at that statement. My girls and I want to thank the millions of people who have shown support and love during this horrific time. Thank you for all the prayers. We definitely need them. We're completely devastated by the sudden loss of Kobe Bryant and all that. So it's a long statement.
You can't put it any better than this. Vanessa expressed all the emotions. I mean, losing your husband and a 13-year-old daughter on the same day, how terrible can it get for anyone? So our thoughts and our prayers with the Kobe Bryant family. The world continues to pay respect across the world. Tonight, LA Lakers will play against the Portland Trail Blazers, and I think they would pay tribute to, of course, the memory of Kobe Bryant. Basketball players in Spain also paid a tribute to him yesterday. The NBA has announced that in the All-Star game to be played in February, there will be an All-Star tribute as well to Kobe Bryant. So
and he cut across
it's becoming immortal with the tributes, and the fact remains that Bryant may have died, but and
then there's also calls for his image to be used as the NBA logo, a petition that has gotten over 2 million signatures and all that.
It speaks about how much contribution is made, but it's never going to happen. There are a lot of commercial issues.
Around that, it's going to take a while. So incidentally, also the investigation has finished at the site. The ruins of the helicopter have been transported back. Quite a very, very sad one. You'll probably see images of that now. The ruins have been set back and all of that. Like you said, it's going to be hard for Vanessa, but we commiserate with her. And we pray for the rest of the families. The other families.
The Altobelli family who actually lost
three members of the family.
So as we spare a thought as we talk about Kobe Bryant, we should spare a thought for the Altobelli family, the family of the other victims as well. It's a terrible tragedy. I don't know, maybe I could use that word. But the memory will live on. I remember anytime Kobe Bryant is mentioned, the other families also come into the pics.
I remember seeing a video where he was speaking Italian, talking about being an AC Milan fan. AC Milan had to honor him at their cup game against Torino and all of that. He had cut across different sports. We see in tennis and all of that. This is a sporting legend.
A lot of people are wondering, how Kobe Bryant becomes so big that tributes are pouring in across the world. This was a man that not only was excellent in his sport, he was a superhuman being. Every time you see Kobe Bryant, you see smiles on his faces. He could relate with anyone of different colors or creed or sports or so his personality cuts across everyone, and that's why everywhere, even till now, tributes are still pouring in for this man.
Thank you very much, Manuel. It was great having you.
Good to be here.
Okay, so that's it on our big game for today. We'll take this breather now. There's still much more to come on the show.
Welcome again to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. As you can see, Chef Shebi Otimo is still quite busy. As it is, we've been hard at work on the yams, okay? So she's going to show us how we're going to put the yams together. What did you put in the eggs? Because I know we broke some eggs.
I added just my spice.
What did you put? Salt?
Salt. And my spice.
The mixed spices as well as the cinnamon.
Even in my flour too.
Okay.
So my boiled yam.
Okay.
In the fried, in the...
So you roll it in the eggs.
In the eggs.
Okay, so all of these spices were put in the eggs.
Yes.
And we also put in the flour to enhance the flavor, okay?
Exactly.
So when you're having that crunchy taste, the crispiness, you still get to taste all these spices. And then you fry.
Yes.
Chicken.
Can you please put the...
Okay, I should put the fish in.
Yes.
Sure, why not? So, as you can see, our sauce is coming together nicely. The fish is going in whole. I actually thought Chef Shebi Otimo was going to tear the fish. You know how we do it now. You just tear it into the soup.
Yes, I already have some tear.
Yeah, but she said, no, that's not what we're doing. We already have the pieces of fish in the sauce already. So this one is to be served on the food itself. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Don't mind, your hand will be sticky with the flour. It's not unusual.
Put it in the flour with your hand.
Yes.
You are an expert now. I wouldn't dare. Like, you just take the spoon and then you put it with the spoon or something.
You can't put it with the spoon.
You can't put it with the spoon.
Because you won't get it.
You won't get what you want.
Yes, that's why I'm using my hand.
You have to be super good at this. So I think some are ready to be turned, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we turn this one. Okay, now it also depends on how crispy you want it and how consistent you want your egg to be fried. Some people don't like white egg. Some people like their eggs, you know, well fried. So this way, everyone gets their preference when they pick up their own yamarita. Okay? So here we go. Oh my, this looks really nice. See? Take a look at this. Okay, so I should probably stir the fish into the sauce, right?
Yes.
Not just put it on
Yes,
top.
thank
Okay.
you for the help.
Sure, why not? That's my job as a sous chef. Yeah, fancy me as a sous chef.
Yeah. She's also a chef, Abby. You want to be a chef?
You have most people not chefs in their own house. Or else you'll be starved.
We have some people that cooking
plus
is not
man
their...
or plus woman.
Of
Everybody
course, you just
is
have
a
to learn how
chef,
to
or else
cook.
you'll starve.
But you know, sometimes...
It's not like you guys do it extra, and then, you know, not all of us can do the whole catering for more than 2 or 3 people. Okay, let's get on with our cooking here, while we also check out some really nice outfits that you might want to rock this weekend or perhaps work next week. I know for sure Titi is on time. I seem to be passing it a lot to you, Titi, this morning.
I know you have my back, Mary, always.
Yes, darling.
We have Kehinde Fagbemi here. She's the creative mind behind Kayland Wears. Now, this is a Lagos-based fashion designer and bead maker, someone who's passionate about styling women. She's here to show us some of her unique ready-to-wear women's pieces. Welcome to the show, Kenny.
Thank you.
All right, so I have to ask, what sort of fabrics are you into?
Well, I work with African fabric basically, and I also work with chiffon, any type of fabric, but I prefer African fabric.
Okay then. Now, we're going to start inviting our models in one by one. If the first model could come in, please. While we're waiting for the first model, so where is Kehinde? Where is Tai, rather?
Well, he's based at Badagry, and he's also a fashion designer, but based on males only.
So you do females,
yeah.
and he does the male fashion.
Yes.
Interesting.
Thank
All right, so tell us about this particular piece.
Okay, I named this butterfly jacket because saying kimono jacket, I just said that why do we have only butterfly gown? So I just said let me just come up with this. So I have this.
All right, what sort of fabric is this?
Is Ankara fabric.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like what you did here. Why didn't you use a button or a zip? Why did you use this?
I just want something unique and different.
I like that detailing there. All right, could you turn for us, please? All right, so this is very easy breezy, easy to wear and everything. But how does the model feel in it? You feel good? You feel good? All right then. Thank you so much for this piece. Can we have our next model, please? All right, so you mentioned that your brother does menswear.
Yes.
That's interesting, a family of fashion designers.
Yeah, even my mom and my dad can also make clothes. So we just love fashion in my family.
Okay. Our second model's here.
Yeah, this is butterfly shirt. So it's also made from this butterfly gown. So I just said I should do something different and comfortable for people to wear to any event of their choice.
Okay, so what about wearing to the office, for instance?
Yeah, you can also rock it to the office, especially on Friday, because I believe in some workplaces, Friday they allow natives, so you can also rock it.
We're also still with the Ankara fabric here.
Yeah.
Is there any other fabric that I could use to make something like this?
Yeah, you can also use crepe fabric to do it.
All right then. Thank you so much. I love the buttons.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank you.
All right. So we have another model coming in now. I love the fact that you can use crepe fabric, you can use Ankara. Interesting stuff. Oh, wow. This is lovely. Tell me about this piece.
Okay, this is called waterfall jacket.
Okay.
It's a very simple jacket which you can rock to any event, as I said. And you can rock it, she's rocking her own with trouser and a top. You can also rock it with a fitted dress, like a fitted dress like this. And you can also rock it with a fitted skirt and a top. So you can rock it without the belts too.
Really? Without the belt?
Yes. So
For real?
I
Can we
also
see that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you don't have the belt,
yeah, you can work it.
Falls and it does indeed become a waterfall.
So
nice.
that's it.
Can we see the back, please? All right. So I love the color combinations you have here. They're very bright, very distinct colors. Do you think it would have the same effect? Thank you very much. If you were doing plain fabrics.
Yes, especially I use chiffon. I also have chiffon on, which I do. Is that one also fall even more?
Okay.
So it just depends on what you want.
All right, and now this one.
So this is called wrap skirt. I know everybody will be wondering, just simple thing. Yeah, I just love something simple but classic. I don't just like you just need to work until you spend all your money before you can afford something. No, you can also wear some simple style, but you look unique.
All right, can we see the side, please? Let's see the side. All right, so where does the wrap aspect come in? Okay, I can see the wrap edge here.
Yeah.
Where's the rope? Okay, the rope is at the back.
And the other one is in.
All right, so there's a rope on the inside and a rope on the outside to tie it.
There's rope on the both edge. Then the other one will go inside and they will meet themselves at any place you want it.
So it's basically like your wrapper.
Yeah.
But it's a designed skirt.
Yes, so this is flay. You can also have it in gathers or pleated form. So it just depends.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I think we still, do we have one more model?
Yes,
I think we do. All right, now this one I find interesting. All right, so what do we have here?
Yeah, this is called wrap trouser.
Wrap trouser?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can rock it anywhere, to the beach. I have a form, there's a particular way that you can rock it to the beach, but this one is just for office and any other occasion.
So this is also a wrap trouser?
Yes.
I'm trying to see the cut here.
Yeah.
Where's the trouser part?
There is a trouser part here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you put your legs in through there.
Yeah.
And then you begin to wrap it.
Yeah. I can show you
how this is made. Imagine that. So this is really unique. I've never seen this before. But I would love to show how it looks eventually on her. But of course, because of time, maybe I should wear it.
Okay.
I'll try and wear it. Let me see if I can put it on. Can you help me?
Yes.
It's tricky though.
No,
tricky.
you go like this first.
Okay, like that?
Yeah.
Tricky. All right, you got it? Okay. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Nice. Just tie it once, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not your size, so that's
it's not my size.
Like this.
I think it's my size, though. I think it's my size.
Okay, it's
I can make
squeezing.
it
It's
work.
having this squeezing, but
It's gonna be my size by force. Don't you understand? I'm wearing it off the set today. But thank you so much. This is interesting. So what gave you the inspiration for this?
yeah, it's just like finding another way to rock your trouser instead of the normal way of rocking trouser.
Really? And of course, you can use any fabric to do this.
Yes, you can use any fabric.
Nice. And rock it on a plain T-shirt like this.
Yes, thank you.
I'm really, really impressed. Really
Thank you
interested
so much.
So thank you. Thank you so much for this
Thank
one.
you for
I've
having
learned
me.
something new today. Can I model mine now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about fashion for the ladies today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kenny, for coming to show us.
Thank you for having me too.
All right then, we are going to be wrapping up the second hour of the show. It's been a morning of movies, music, sports, and fashion so far. There's still more to come. You do not want to go anywhere. Game day, people. It's game day.
That's right. It's always a good time on Wake Up Nigeria, and especially on Fridays. Happy hour comes early.
Yes.
Well, for some people, happy hour has a little bit of alcohol involved. But here on the show, we keep it clean.
Yes, we do.
Keep it clean. It's breakfast. It's morning time. Yeah.
If you're just tuning in, get into the groove. We look forward to spending the next 45 minutes or so with you. My name is Titilayo Onyesa.
My name is Yomi Okwe. Stick around. Stay right there with us for 45 minutes. If you have to be on the move, though, watch us on tvcentertainment.tv. That's our website. And on Facebook as well, at TVC Connect.
Those comments, we love them. We appreciate them. We can't wait to hear from you. Use our hashtag kindly. Use Wake Up Nigeria on TV.
Yeah, speaking of hashtags, I already found my winner.
Oh,
so my
really?
question online.
Goodness.
So my tickets are already.
Oh, they're already gone?
Well, they're gone. I'm handing them over to. I think his name is Timmy Topper. I'm just trying to find it.
I have not actually checked my feed yet.
Yeah, so I did respond to him online.
Already?
Once. Yeah, so his name is Timmy Topper anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you're going to.
So he answered your question correctly?
He did. He got it. Jamie Foxx and Brie Larson. Those were the answers to the question. So yeah, so you get your 2 tickets.
I was
to
busy
the cinemas.
getting dolled up at the fashion segment, so I haven't gotten my winner yet. But download our app, both on Android or iOS stores. It's available there. You can watch us from anywhere in the world, and I'll be announcing later on. We also have the Royal Ultimate Dancers joining us a bit later on.
Yeah, very shortly we'll be having them on the show.
Yeah. Later on the show?
Yeah, we have independent filmmaker who, well, he moved from medicine, a sure profession, to something a little bit more dynamic.
I like the way you put that.
For want of a better word.
It does seem like I spent a lot of time on Twitter this week because this reminded me of something else I saw.
Oh, I was
about
tell...
oh, that's true. You're going to talk about something earlier. Okay, if I have the time, I will. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Valentine's story. You know, he was saying, you know, people are getting ready for Valentine's, and there was a particular guy that I actually prepared a whole Valentine's gift for. And I say a whole, and I'm saying that this was obviously I was a lot younger, but I didn't understand why girls were not giving guys gifts, right? It was always the girls.
No, they're giving us gifts now.
Yeah.
Singlet and,
so no,
and hanky.
This one wasn't singlet, though. It wasn't singlet. It was a whole package, and the guy's phone was switched off. That's why it's funny. So that was the last time I,
So you push it. So
there's
now
a reason why I said
so this time around, you have to see we're not Atilogu dancers. They give us the singlet, boxers, and hanky. It's not Atilogu. Please, you can. It's both ways. I think so. I'm going to share something. I said the relationship is not about 50-50. It's about 100-100, which made quite a lot of sense. So hey, people. So see, you've not picked your winner, by the way. But you have to do that before the end of the show because your man has picked his. Yeah. But we'll see if we can. No, a lot of people have been responding. We'll see if we can still get some tickets.
Yeah, we're squeezing a few because
squeezing a few tickets.
Yeah, I have loads of mentions. Many mentions.
Okay. Was the question put online?
No, we didn't put it online. It was intentional. I said no for those watching.
Nobody has got the answer though. So far, nobody got the answer.
So Titi still has her 2 tickets complete.
So they gave me the high school he went to and
Yeah.
his university, and it looks like Googled answers, but I'm saying a school.
She gave a hint.
A
school of art.
Of art.
Yeah.
A very impressive school of art was the question.
And he was the only black person, I think, in his...
in his class, I think.
He said, actually, in his interview, he said he was the only American. So there were 81 people in the class.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was an international, you know, international attendance from all over the world. And he was the only American.
So that's a clue already.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering, what
So
are they
all of
talking
you that
about?
went to Wikipedia, sorry.
I'm like, this is your me and Titi.
I'm sure
What they are doing about movies now. I say, they are knowledge. Don't jump in. They didn't Google all these things. So they are but yeah, he's a great actor, I must say, Jamie Foxx. And then that combination with Michael B. Jordan, like you said, riveting, moving sequences and all of that. Imagine you see someone like Denzel with them, and maybe Idris Elba, just 4 of them just come together. I just want to do one movie.
Wow.
So, you know, while they were shooting Bad Boys, there was this time they met on set. You spoke about that picture.
Yeah, we saw it.
I think it was what's his name now? Wesley Snipes met
Will Smith.
Will Smith. There was Martin Lawrence. And there was another guy. I think it was Eddie Murphy.
That was at Tyler Perry.
It was Eddie Murphy. Yeah, in Tyler Perry Studios and all of that. Talking about Tyler Perry, so you know they've been tackling for that last movie. Now Tyler Perry would see. This is it. This is the main reason is that Tyler Perry would write. He would direct. He would produce. Tyler Perry is a one-man army. He will act. So the issue is now like, man, let other people like have a story that has, you know, influences from different people.
That wasn't even the gist. The gist was he will use $1 million to make a movie. They make $100 million.
100 million. Bad guy, Tyler Perry, Igbo man.
I love him. He's an amazing guy.
Another angle.
We have to take the news now. And the new coronavirus outbreak, which started in China, has been declared a global public health emergency. The decision by the World Health Organization comes as a result of what is happening in other countries, and the number of people who have died from the virus reached 213. The international organization says efforts must be made to stop the spread of the virus, which originated in an illegal wildlife market in the city of Wuhan. Chinese health authorities also said there were 9,800 confirmed cases in the country. Since 2009, there have been 5 global health emergencies: the 2009 swine flu pandemic, the 2014 polio declaration, the 2014 outbreak of Ebola in Western Africa, and the 2015 to 2016 Zika virus epidemic, and finally the Kivu Ebola epidemic as of July 2019. And Director General of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, has confirmed that no Nigerian in China has been infected with the coronavirus. She says while they are concerned about the spread of the virus, the Nigerian embassy has promised to ensure their safety. Moya Thomas has details.
Ties between Nigeria and China, especially in the areas of business and education exchange, is now a source of worry to Nigerians. Their concern stems from the likelihood of a spread of the virus to Nigeria due to the volume of travel between the two countries.
Roughly between 50 to 70.
The Director General of the Nigerian in Diaspora Commission has cautioned Nigerians in China to be very careful and to faithfully observe personal hygiene in order to avoid infection.
We have to ensure that our entry points are properly screened, and I believe the Minister of Health is doing that. But for Nigerians in that place where the coronavirus originated from, they are okay, nobody has been affected, and the embassy is in touch with them.
The very fatal virus has now spread to over 18 countries in the world, killing people in China, where it started from, and ravaging other countries where the virus has reached. At the moment, there is no report that any Nigerian, especially those residents in China, has been infected by the virus. Government is also evaluating the risk of evacuating Nigerians in countries affected by the virus if the need arises.
But as I speak to you now, no Nigerian in Wuhan where this took place, has been affected. All Nigerians there are doing okay, but they're anxious and they are saying that, well, maybe they should also be evacuated. But the ambassador is in touch with them, and in the next couple of days, if they have to be, that decision will be taken between the embassy and the Nigerians there. But there's communication with them.
Part of what is causing anxiety is that many Chinese citizens traveled to their home country for the lunar holidays. And many Nigerian entrepreneurs also traveled to China during this period for product sourcing. Anyone among these two categories of people could be exposed to the virus. A lot of the Chinese that travel to their home country for the holidays has prompted the Chinese government to extend the break in order to contain the virus. Moya Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.
Well, that's it on the news update for Wake Up Nigeria today.
It is my turn! It is my turn! Hey!
Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running?
That was amazing. You know what, man, those guys are really coordinated. At what point did you get here again?
Woo!
Mike has visited this kitchen.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Amazing performance.
Yes, we see that. We know. We know.
Amazing. Amazing.
Okay, so today it's all about Chef Shebi Otimo, and she has made something really fantastic. If you're just tuning in and you missed the prep, sorry, but of course you can always check it out on Facebook and also via our website. Watch back, take a look. And at the end of the show as well, a short reel will be posted on Instagram, so you can also look out for that one. Today, Yamarita. Hey.
So what's the best way to eat this thing? Because I think that the best way is to use your hand and just...
Normally, using your hand to eat, you will be more satisfied.
Ah!
In a relaxing mood. But using your cutlery is just like you trying to form this boy.
Are you serious?
But there are some places you just have to use this fork. This your cutlery. They will even allow you to use your hand to, even if there's bone.
Okay, so that's where I know I'm politically incorrect.
Hey.
Because when I go to a restaurant,
use my hand,
this is how I do. And the one that requires my hand,
I've been to a place before. I was trying to, they gave us food. And I was trying to use my hand to eat the meat. I said, no, madam, you have to go out of this place. I said, oh.
So wait,
they came to tell you that you have to go out.
Yes, I was like, how did you not give me food that has meat?
On your money.
You should go out.
On our money.
I had to drop.
Where's the restaurant? I want to visit the restaurant. So if I go now, I carry my food I bought with myself.
You just have to use this. So
with my own hand. So you watch Chinese movies. You watch Indian movies. You see them use their hands to eat their food because that is how they enjoy it. You will not carry that same meal to a restaurant and say because you want to be westernized, you use fork.
You know, there's some food, if you are using your hand, you will not even like it. But using your fork, eating it with swag, that goes a long way.
Let it enter the right place. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, we have to move on. It's straight to another performance. You'd like to see this one.
Fire, fire, every time you take me go higher, higher. Bounce on it. The way you move your body, you make my friends bounce on it. Oh yeah, bounce on it.
We're having a fantastic time in the studio.
Yeah.
And we have somebody very, very special. So this is a surprise guest. It happens once in a while on the show, especially when the person is really, really special. Lepashos Bosse is in the building.
Bosse Ogunboye, comedian, actress, inspirational.
Yeah, motivational speaker.
Motivational speaker.
That is why they said I'm very special.
Yes,
very.
All-round entertainer.
Gym enthusiast as well.
Now her nickname, which translates roughly into English, means slim or slender bosse.
Yeah.
Is a reference to her weight journey, which has been absolutely amazing, phenomenal. Everybody talks about it. I mean, everybody was just trying to find out, how did you do it?
Yeah, that's the question. That's always the question.
That's always a question. And it's never a story that gets old because there's lots of people going through that same struggle. And it's really a joy to have you join us. We've been trying to track you down for 2 years. We've been tracking you. But you're finally here.
I want to come, but most of the time I have to
I have to sacrifice, for example, I'm here and I have to sacrifice the gym this morning to be here, which for me is a big sacrifice. When people talk about the journey, I tell them it's the same journey. The same weight loss is the same thing. The same thing we have been told. There's no new mathematics to weight loss. It's the same thing they've told us from when we were babies. Cut down the calories, cut down the carbohydrates, work out, drink water. The problem is we do it for 2 weeks. And then we stop.
And then we revert, yeah.
We do it for 1 month and then we stop because we expect magic. We expect things to just happen. Yeah. And so when we don't see results after like 2-3 weeks, 1 month, we get frustrated. And then we have this same thing that has been killing us in every area of our lives. I no go can't kill myself.
Yes, so.
Now fat, I no keep person.
Wow.
And so you just stop.
Yeah.
And the minute you stop, you always go back to your bad habits, your old habits, and then everything comes back.
It's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
Now, some reports said that you lost 70 kilograms.
I actually lost more than 70 kilograms.
So that's a whole human being.
I actually lost more than 70 kilograms. I was weighing 210 kg, and I was at my lowest at 95 kg.
Wow.
Then I relaxed and I felt, okay, I've proven to the world I can do it. And then I started doing my things my old way again. And I woke up one morning and I was 135 kg again. So, and then I had to lose that again. And so now I'm at a convenient 108 and I still want to get back to my 95 kg.
So from over 200.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's an amazing journey. So you're like a moving inspiration. So people see you, and it's amazing what you've done and how a lot of people are now saying, if she can do it, then I can do it too.
Yeah, of course. Yes, because really, most of the time with weight loss, you just need to see somebody that you can, something tangible that you can hold on to, because it's not really a journey you can do alone. It's very emotional. One of the things that I discovered during my weight loss journey was I was a crybaby. I cry for everything. I cry over everything. I don't know whether it's because I'm hungry. But I'm always crying. I get very emotional. Something happens and I cry. I watch a movie and I cry. It's an emotional journey. Right. It's a journey that you're going on alone. No matter how much people love you, they can't walk that road with you. And it's also much more than a food journey. It's also a mental journey. So you do a lot of rethinking. Even your friends will change. Your lifestyle will change. Everything will change because everything is connected to food. Titi can wake up now and invite me to a birthday party tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, I may not attend because I have my food planned every week. And I already know that I'm going to eat this, eat this, eat this. So now you suddenly invite me to a party, I'll change my timetable. I'll probably cheat when I get there. Right. And I've already cheated yesterday, So that's why people always break down their process, because they make every day a cheat day. You can't make every day a cheat day. It has to be strategic and it has to be planned.
Wow.
Okay, I wanted to talk a bit about what caused the weight gain in the first place, because it was an extreme situation, and everybody knew it. And your career as a comedian started with it in focus. And you used to laugh about it. But what was the main cause of it?
Well, one of the funny things about my career as a comedian is, funny enough, if anybody else talks about my weight, I get upset. So if you're a comedian and you're cracking a joke and you're saying something about my weight, I'm really pissed off. But if I'm saying it myself, it's almost like I've taken the power off you. And that was actually what started the comedy part of that. That was what started it. Most people were cracking jokes about fat people and I felt insulted. So I took it from them. And coming from me, other fat people felt, oh, she's our sister. So it sounded more acceptable. But my own weight gain initially started from comfort eating and depression. And I didn't realize I was comfort eating. I didn't realize I was depressed. But I knew I wasn't happy. And comedy for me was a way to let it out. So every time I laugh at it, I felt better. Until sometime in 2013, my period ceased completely.
Oh, wow.
And I wasn't even near menopause. And so I had to go see the doctors. They did the fibroid test, they did the cancer test, they did this, they did that. And nothing was showing. And it was then that I discovered that I had hypothyroidism, which meant that my thyroids worked slower than everybody else, which is the reason why everybody else goes on a diet for 1 week and they lose weight. We are fasting in church, for example, and they say, how many people are fasting? And people raise their hands and they say, yeah. And then I raise my hand and they go, wow. And you know,
so it's slower than
everybody else's. So somebody, that's why your friend can start losing weight in January, and by February she's lost all the weight, and you're still there by March. You're still you're still struggling. Your metabolism is slower than everybody
So which
else's.
is why you're also, this is like an awareness month for this specific
well,
issue.
I love talking about thyroids generally, so it's just a coincidence that it's an awareness month. It's January, because the thyroids, it's crazy. It's not even something that it's easy to detect. It's not like malaria. It's not like HIV. It's not something that people just see. You can have it for years and you would not even know you have it, you know. And
now, we are a little pressed on time and we're going to be going to the kitchen.
Okay.
And I know that the chef has been really, really hard at work for us, and it's always great having you here. If anyone, you know, has any questions for her, you should tweet those questions to us. And
we'll be responding.
Yes, we will. Thank you.
Please join us.
Thank you so much. Speaking of tweets, I haven't got my winner yet. For some reason, no one has got the answer correctly for those movie tickets that we're supposed to give out.
There was a time
today.
I couldn't have sat here. It feels good.
Welcome to the kitchen. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I want to give you a hug now, but I'll do that after. No problem.
A long one.
Yeah.
So,
so proud.
Le Quachos Bosse.
Yes, so you're welcome to the kitchen.
This looks like yamarita.
Yes, this is. Chef Shebio Timo is today's chef, and she's made this yamarita special with the sauce and the fish. And you should just try it.
Yes, please.
You should just
have
try
it.
Have
a taste. Have a taste.
Yeah.
All right.
You can
So
start
the fish.
from anywhere. You can start from.
Yes, so
am I seeing the?
I am tempted to start from here because
what?
It looks.
It's very nice.
What? This is what they call food bliss.
So finally, my fast is
Mike
ended
has
today.
already experienced it.
So why did you people do the interview? We should not have come here straight.
Okay, directly.
We had a lot to talk about.
We actually haven't finished.
Mary, you
I don't want trouble.
Mary,
Today is not cheat day, but today is portion control day. So I will just do this side.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm fine.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Very nice, very nice. I like it. You should be an expert in these areas and start engaging people online as well.
Yes, please.
But it's been good. It's been good. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And well done, chef.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you
Good
so
job.
much.
Good job. So after today, my fast has ended.
Your fast has ended.
I wonder if it's like
It's been amazing, and we hope you've had a great time with us.
Yeah.
As much as we've had with you.
And I love the fact that we're ending on an inspirational note.
Yes,
so
we are.
you can do it.
Yes, you can.
Make it happen.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Thank you so much to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories, and to everyone who was on the show throughout the week. We appreciate you. We're going to be back at 6 a.m.
Absolutely amazing.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Go, Jerry.